Greetings and salutations, comic book conversationalists. This is Comic Book Hangover. My name is Scott, and we have the final stack of books for the month of September. It's gearing up for October. Getting ready to show my son a whole lot of horror films this year. He's 9 years old. I think he can handle a little bit more. Definitely on the docket, if I can find at least a Blu-ray copy of it, it's going to be Pumpkinhead this year. I think that's the main one I want him to see. But we'll talk about that sort of stuff in other videos, as we move on. So let's talk about the books that I picked up in the last month of September 2024. Now, this past weekend was last Saturday was not comic book, Batman Day. I totally forgot about it because we had a lot of stuff going on. Fortunately, though, my LCS still had some Batman Day books, and this is one of them. This is the Batman Elmer Fudd, the special Noir edition. So I picked that up. I haven't read this one yet. I don't think I even have the original. I'd only grabbed the Lobo Roadrunner one shot, but I'm definitely gonna check that out. I'm looking forward to it. Now, as far as like regular books goes, new books this week, I picked up from Vault Comics the first issue of their Goobers series. I love the title, but the main reason why I got this, anybody who knows me knows I love some Garbage Pail Kids. I had to get the Garbage Pail Kids homage cover. I love the logo and how the Vault logo is up here in the peel here. Arrow. You got the name bar. Nice looking little Garbage Pail Kid there. That's a splayed clay. Now, if they do the whole series like this, I will pick up the whole series like this. I am curious about this. Something to do with aliens or something, invading a small town and tentacles and body horror. I don't know. I just sort of skimmed over the solicitation for it, so I don't know specifics about the book, but this makes me curious. I'm going to check it out. Hopefully it's as fun as the cover here is for it. So, moving on with variant covers. Here is okay, Amazing Spider-Man number 58, the Stormbreakers cover. I gotta say that I think this is an homage to Akira, because the way the Ghost Rider is on this one, this is my favorite Ghost Rider. This is the Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. This is the one that got me in the comic books, and as far as I'm concerned, outside of Johnny Blaze, this is the only Ghost Rider we need. We don't need all these other Ghost Riders, just the two. That's enough. But I really like this one. There's a lot of action here. I'm not familiar with Chris Allen too much, but he does a pretty mean Ghost Rider. I love this one, and the sort of Akira vibe to it is great as well. Now moving on from Garbage Pail Kids, Ghost Rider, you got one more variant, and that is the Phoenix number 3 Godzilla variant. Now I had the Avengers Annual, the 2024 Avengers Annual variant, because it was Godzilla versus sort of like a Hulk Buster, Godzilla Buster, Iron Man armor cover, which looked okay online when I was looking at the pictures of it, but when I held it in hand, it just didn't grab me. I know a lot of people will like the cover. I'm hoping that people like the cover because the whoever drew it put a lot of work into it. Just didn't grab me, so it's not one I want to get right away. Then I saw this one here, Phoenix versus Godzilla. The whole idea of this actually being a real battle is just off the hook. I mean, this would be an epic battle that would just level everything, and I would love to see it. We're never going to see it, but I would love to see it. But this one here I had to grab here, the Phoenix issue 3, Godzilla versus Phoenix cover. Next up, and this one, I don't know, for some reason this book feels really thin to me. For a $4.99 book, it's really, really thin. This is from Dark Horse Comics, Nightclub 2, number 2, continuing the adventures of the crime-fighting vampire teenagers in lucha libre wrestling masks. Say no more. You got me at that. So, first issue was a lot of fun. I haven't had a chance to read this one yet, but I'm very much looking forward to checking it out because I'm really enjoying that series. Next one is from Archie Comics. This is a facsimile reprint. Archie's doing facsimile reprints now, and that's great because they do have some pretty iconic covers, some pretty controversial covers. This would be considered one of them as well. This is Veronica number 28, one of the more risque covers that Archie Comics had. And, I'm sure like in modern era, this would be one of those problematic, I hate that word beyond anything, but this would be a cover that, some people would complain about because we can't have pretty women in comics anymore. But be that as it may, great cover. I'm glad to have it as a facsimile edition. It's the one that I'm probably never going to go around and buy the original for. But as a facsimile, I'm totally happy with having this. This cover is a welcome addition to my collection. Last one is actually a main cover and a variant cover. And this is, for me, the highly anticipated Lobo Cancellation Special. I grabbed the Hotz cover And of course, anytime there's a Lobo cover, anytime there's a Lobo comic, there's a Bisley cover. I gotta grab the Bisley cover. Biz on Lobo is just like a match made in heaven. So I had to grab these. Now, this one I want to talk about. So if you don't want to know, a few things in here, go ahead and turn off the video now. But before you do, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. But this book was advertised as the most offensive, one of the most offensive books that DC was going to put out this year. Even on the cover it says, "Buy this comic or a child might see it." It's supposed to be offensive, supposed to be over the top, supposed to be old school Lobo. Excuse me. This book was a major letdown. I gotta say, I'm just gonna put it right out there, full board. Major letdown. The only real joke in this book was used and overused too many times, and it revolves around this thing here that he has on his shoulder here. And I hope this isn't something that's going to last, because it's a stupid thing. I don't know what it is. It's this little, like a Tamagotchi or whatever, and it changes its personality with whoever the holder is. And he names it. The name is spelled M-I-D-I-Q, and it's pronounced my dick. So the whole thing is about Lobo telling people to hold my dick. Here, hold my dick while I go to get into this fight. No, you have to handle it with care. Hold my dick with both hands. It really wasn't that funny, and definitely not offensive. So, I'm not going to name names, but, the writer here tried. I'll say he tried. He gave it a valiant effort. But he really should have gone back and read, Lobo's Back, the Lobo Paramilitary Special, even Lobo Bounty Hunting for Fun and Profit, any of those old one-shots, to see what Lobo's all about. Because this one, it had the look. Okay, I'll give you, it had the look, but it didn't have the vibe. This to me, it was a letdown. Although I'm happy, I'm not disappointed that I bought it, because these are some great Lobo covers, and they're going to be great additions to my Lobo collection. I've got a lot of Lobo books. I think I got a video on here somewhere of my Lobo comics. So if I don't, as soon as I get my books out of storage, I'm going to get on that, because I got a whole lot of, I've got, all the miniseries, one-shots, ongoings, annuals, all kinds of crap. But that's it. Those are all the books that I picked up this week. I hope everybody had a great Batman Day last weekend. I hope everybody's having a great weekend right now. And I hope everybody did have an awesome new comic book day. As I said, great stack of books. The Lobo Cancellation Special was a bit of a disappointment, but, they can't all be winners. So great cover, great art, and it was nice to see Lobo doing something again. But that said, everybody have a great weekend. Have a great week. I'll see you all next time with another stack of new comic books. See ya.